What's up, YouTube? And welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B. And today we're going to talk about 12 things that you should know before you come right here to the Emerald City of Seattle, Washington. Follow along and let's get the adventure started. Welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B. If you're new here, I offer travel advice. I am a solo traveler and I do vlogs to help you travel better and more efficiently. Thing you should know about Seattle is, and I know this one you've heard a lot, it rains a lot here. It's that light, annoying rain like what's coming down right now. It's very light, but Seattle is one of the rainiest cities in terms of days with rain per year, but it's not that high in total rainfall. The area that I live in, the Gulf Coast of the United States, the towns, cities there and towns there get more rain than they get in Seattle. But they get heavy rain. Seattle, we get this little annoying rainfall all the time. And also, it doesn't snow here often, very little for the most part. It snows more so in the mountains, but it does get really cold here at times, and especially mixed with this air right here. And I'm here in April, almost May right now, and it's 40-something degrees, so it's a little bit on the chilly side. Definitely jacket weather, even though I'm not wearing a jacket. I should be wearing a light jacket, but story for another day. The thing you should know about Seattle is that it is very expensive. It's expensive for your accommodations, hotel wise. Also expensive to go see the museums and the sites. You're looking at about $35 a pop. It gets a little expensive to do the Seattle Pass, but actually the pass will save you a little money if you plan on going to multiple museums. If you plan on going to the three right here together, Seattle Center, if you plan on going to Chihuly, the Museum of Pop Culture, and going up the Space Needle, just those three makes it worth it. And I think you can do 5 different museums, a couple of other ones too on the Seattle Pass. So probably worth doing the Seattle Pass if you plan on going all of those. But $35 a pop, it gets really expensive. And also, like I said, accommodations as well also gets really expensive, especially if you want to stay close to all the action. And that's not even mentioning people that if you want to live here or try to move here, like, it is very expensive. About Seattle is you definitely should come see the Space Needle and the Seattle Center in general. It's a beautiful area, a lot of great museums, Museum of Pop Culture. Horror movie exhibit is clearly my favorite part of the Museum of Pop Culture, but this museum has so much more to see. Now, you can also check out right here the Tacoma-born glass artist Dale Chihuly's Gardens and Glass Sculpture Garden, which is something to behold. Everything in there is made out of glass. Beautiful area, the Seattle Center. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I think it's like $35 to go up and down, go up to the top of the Space Needle. I've been there years ago, and you definitely need to come out here and check it out, though. Get some good views. Good spot to maybe have a picnic lunch and sit near it or something like that. But yeah, you definitely need to come to Seattle Center and come to this area, the Space Needle. You should know about Seattle, especially if you're in the area near Pike's Place Market in downtown Seattle. There are a lot of homeless people, and they can be very aggressive. A lot of homeless people, beggars. You're gonna see things that are gonna like freak you out if you don't come to expect it, and a lot of times you don't come to expect it, but yeah, I'm just gonna warn you in advance. You can see a lot of it. You might see drug use right on the middle of the street, pipes, all kinds of things right on the side of the street. So do keep that in mind. Those people can get a little aggressive at times. You want to just keep walking, go across the street if you need to, just kind of walk through and ignore. Most of those people have like drug issues and those type of things anyway. So, but yeah, you definitely, when you see it, it might freak you out a little bit, but Seattle, there's a lot of that going on around here. You should know about Seattle is this place is actually really good for taking a day trip or road trip. You could go see some beautiful waterfalls. You can really go out in nature. You could go see Mount Rainier. It's not that far away. You could also drive about 2.5 hours to go to Leavenworth. Leavenworth's a beautiful Bavarian and German style town. But there's a lot of things you can do within distance. You could drive to Portland if you want to go check out Portland and go see the Portland Trail. But there's a lot of things you can do if you want to rent a car and get out of Seattle and go check them out. Definitely a good spot to take a road trip from. I didn't mention on that road trip, yeah, you could go up the Pacific Coast Highway, take 5 all the way down. From here would be down. Take it all the way down to California and really enjoy some beautiful views on the Pacific Coast Highway. You should know about Seattle, you should know about the food. Asian food is big here. Also clam chowder, different seafoods, because yeah, you are close to the sea here, so seafood's a big thing here as well, so you definitely need to know that. It's a lot of international cuisines in general, but Chinatown and those areas, like Asian foods, really big out here in Seattle. So, but there's a lot of different food options to try. There's the Seattle Dog hot dog, which is really a famous hot dog that you find out here in Seattle. Basically, the hot dog is a bacon-wrapped hot dog covered in cream cheese, caramelized onions, and jalapenos. Know that Seattle and this entire area is great for outdoors. Enjoy outdoors and getting out into nature and everything. You don't have far to go to get to the mountains and everything here in Seattle. This whole region is fantastic for it, as far as the getting back to nature aspect of it. For a large urban city, nature is really close by. You can really get out and enjoy hiking, biking, just beautiful scenery all over the place. About the outdoor scene in Seattle, the parks here are second to none. There are amazing parks. Parks with observation decks. Great places like Gasworks Park and Cary Park, where you can get amazing views of the city. So you definitely want to get out in the parks when you get out into nature as well, and just really just enjoy those parks and enjoy those views of the city, especially when it's not a cloudy day and you can see a lot of visibility. Of course, it's cloudy here a lot, but when you can see a lot of visibility, you definitely want to get out in the parks and enjoy yourself and enjoy those views. The next thing that you should know is you can arrive in the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport and you can take the light rail straight into the city center. Now, I know some people are going to take Uber. It's going to cost more money to take Uber. It's a good little distance to drive. It's more direct, but you can catch the SkyTrain. It will take you directly into the city center into walking distances. Now, I get the Orca card if I was you, so about $6 to tap in and tap out and ride into the city center. But you get the Orca card and you can catch the buses, you can catch the trams, and you can get around the city pretty well. There's certain spots that are a little bit away that you're going to need to rent a car for, but this will take you to the university area, the international district. It'll take you to the stadiums. It'll take you most all of the places you need to go. Also know that the art scene is second to none in Seattle. The art scene here is fantastic. And a lot of the art you see is just random murals just around town. There's so many different murals around town, but from the museums to just going into different neighborhoods and different areas, there's a lot of art. There's a great art scene here. So if you like art, you like great architecture, there's a lot of that here in Seattle to see. So definitely wanted to go check out the art and the architecture scene when you come here to Seattle. Also know about the music scene in Seattle, because the music scene in Seattle is a big thing, and it started happening way before Kurt Cobain came along and brought grunge to the mainstream back in the 90s, going all the way back to Jimi Hendrix. It's been a great music scene in Seattle. And talking about the music scene, there's a reason Seattle is called a city of music. This city has over 80 different clubs and venues featuring live music on a regular basis of all different genres. Seattle has all different types of venues, from amphitheaters to classic music theaters that have been around for over 100 years. Mainly a rock scene, though, from Chris Cornell, the late Chris Cornell, who was a rocker that was from here. But lots of musicians, lots of great musicians and artists, going all the way back to Jimi Hendrix, from the tradition of the music scene in Seattle. You can catch new up-and-coming artists all around, so you definitely might want to get out and see some of those bars and see some of those live shows, because the music scene in Seattle is definitely something that you should know about. What you should know about Seattle is when you're in the downtown or you're in the busy areas, parking is at a premium. You're gonna have to park either, in one of these spots right here, or you're gonna have to pay out the wazoo to park in a parking lot, and there's not a whole lot of those because they keep putting stuff in those parking lots. So parking can be a nightmare. So if you're just going to hang around the city of Seattle, I suggest do not rent a car. Just take Uber and take the light rail wherever you can and just go with it from there. But if you are going to rent a car, I suggest you rent a car when you're going to go get out of the city and go take some great road trips from here. And there are some great road trips. Yeah, if you're going to stay right here in the city, don't rent a car. The next thing you should know about Seattle is you should know about all of the fun and quirky things that you can get yourself into One of my favorite fun and quirky experiences is the Fremont Troll, which is a giant troll under one of the oldest bridges in Seattle, the Aurora Bridge. The city council decided to put the troll in place to deter homeless people and drug dealers from under the bridge. Voted Best Weird Wonder in 2023, the Fremont Troll has been parked here since 1990. Seattle also has many other quirky places, such as a pinball museum, a hot tub cruise, which is on my list to do sometime in the future. Of course, there's the gum wall, which you've seen in my video, which is right near Pike Place Market. You got to go visit that if you're in the market. There's also a selfie museum here. There's an underground city walking tour that you can take, which goes into the history of Seattle, which you should also check out. And there's a bad art museum for bad art in a building shaped like a diner. And I'm only just naming a few. There's so many weird, interesting, quirky things to check out when you're in Seattle. The next thing you should know about Seattle is Pike Place Market is must visit. I know it's one of these tourist places some people would consider to be a tourist trap. However, this 108-year-old market, which by the way is open from 9 to 6, 7 days a week, every day except for Christmas and Thanksgiving, is a multi-level market that you must visit. Lots of great food in here to try, whether you're getting a fresh seafood, which a lot of the locals, of course, get the fresh seafood. The chances are, if you're a tourist, you're not going to be able to take it home unless you have an apartment, Airbnb or something like that. But anyway, so much to see here in this market, so much history here. You got the quirky gum wall, of course, but you just have all different types of shops, all types of amazing foods, all kinds of shopping you can do here. Pretty affordable shopping for the most part. Things can be a little pricey, a little bit on the seafood, but definitely somewhere you must visit. You must go at least one time. And if you've been here before, you may be able to pass on the opportunity. But if you've never been here before, Pike Place Market is an absolute visit. And I am saying Pike, not Pikes. No S. And that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I ask that you please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell notification so you can know when I have more videos coming out. And as always, remember, live today, grow today, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace and travel. Lots and lots of travel. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Leave any comments below. I love to interact. And if you would like to help the channel continue to grow, please consider hitting the join button and becoming a member of the Peace Corps and help us continue to grow as a travel community.